Hi everybody, it's Dr. Barbie here. I am a physician and CrossFit Level 1 trainer. I wanted to do this video because a lot of people ask me how did I get my double unders. And double unders actually took me longer than getting butterfly pull-ups. So if you are in the CrossFit world or if you know these movements or are familiar with these movements, you know that usually butterfly pull-ups are a little bit harder for most people. So eventually I discovered some tricks to get people doing double unders a lot faster. So these are some tips for that. Number one, if you are a woman with long hair like mine, you actually want to get a ponytail right in the center of the back of your head, and then actually make it into a French braid. What I do with this is, first of all, the ponytail in the center of your head will actually help your hair not bounce as much. Second of all, what I do with this, because my hair is pretty long, I actually hook it under my sports bra, so when I'm actually jumping, it doesn't really move. What happens if it's really long and it moves? It can hit up on your rope and it will throw your double unders out of whack. So that's number one if you have long hair. Okay. Number two, or number one, if you don't have long hair like I do, is ditch the rope. You don't want to start with this, okay? You don't start with the rope. So what you want to think about the double under is you want to jump really high. So it's not necessarily about how fast you can move your wrist. Yes, that will be a factor later on, but that's not your main focus. Your main focus to start will be to get really high jumps and very slow, okay? So imagine that you did have a rope and we're gonna do single unders with our invisible rope. You're gonna do very slow, high jumps. It's gonna feel very uncomfortable and strange, okay? So you're gonna actually jump really slow. That's number one. Number two, we can get back our rope and we're going to practice those very tall single unders with our rope. The rope, you can get any rope that you want. Eventually you're able to do double unders with any rope. But if you notice, I have a really thin rope. It does hurt a lot when you hit yourself with it when you're practicing, but it's very light, so it helps you go really fast. So we're going to practice these really high jumps as single unders. The single unders nowadays actually make me feel uncomfortable because I'm not used to them, so they're very strange to me. But if you've been doing single unders all along or attempting one double under, one single under, the tall single unders should be easy to do for you at this stage. The next step is knowing how long your rope should be for the double unders. So if you haven't done this already with your own rope, and if you don't have your own rope, get it. You're going to put your foot in the middle of the string, and then you're going to bring the handles up. The end of the rope should be right under your armpits, okay? This is the best measure for your rope to successfully do double unders. The next step, now that you have your high jumps, will be to actually add the wrist movement. So this is when you have to think about fast wrists. But if you're jumping really tall, you don't have to be that fast, okay? So you're not trying to catch on to the rope. The wrist is trying to catch up to your high jump, if that makes sense. Also, the distance of your hands to your body will make a difference. So you want your elbows as close together to your body as you can, and then your wrist will kind of lay out exactly where they should be for your jumping. Sometimes if the rope is too long, you'll have to bring your hands out. And if it's too short, you'll have to bring them in. So that makes it more difficult for the hand movement, particularly if you have to go in. So elbows in and hands where they land, that should be the area and length of where the rope should land every time you're jumping. So now we're going to combine the really high jump and add the faster wrist movement. The goal is only for your hands or wrist to move. I do move my elbows just a little bit because that helps me add to the momentum because my wrists are not that fast. So I actually go a little bit more from my elbows. Play it out and see what's easiest for you, okay? So let's see what this looks like. Notice that I'm not doing what some trainers call the horse kick, because that gets caught in the rope. I'm not doing the dolphin that some trainers teach to jump with both feet going forward. And I also don't do the donkey kick up this way. I used to do this one until I learned that if I jump high enough, I'll be able to get the rope under my feet twice without that much effort. And so eventually the jump gets lower and lower and lower, but focus at first on doing a very high jump. And this is the easiest way to get double unders. I hope you try it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a great day.